watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Good afternoon and welcome to Live at 4. We did have a little bit of snow falling yesterday.
Yeah, it looks beautiful behind us. It looks beautiful outside. Maybe a little bit of an appetizer, though, for what's coming up.
A little taste. Little taste.
Alex, can you tell us if we're right? Is this an appetizer of what we can expect to come?
I think it might be more of a main course for parts of southern Wisconsin, not quite appetizer category, I think, as we go into 24 hours from now. Very different scene out here on the patio. 3 to 6 inches of snow is what we're up against, especially for areas northeast of Madison. Lesser amounts to the south and to the west, with some blowing snow possible as we go into Thursday night and into early Friday. So alert day conditions. We were first to put this out early in the afternoon yesterday to give folks a heads up on this clipper-like system that will be moving into southern Wisconsin, especially for the Wisconsin River Valley over to Madison, I-94, and places to the north. We have winter weather advisories in effect for Thursday going into early Friday. Winter storm warnings further to the north. That's where those highest totals are going to be as we look at our overall timing and impacts. This starts Thursday morning north and west of Madison, getting into the Madison area around lunchtime and ending Friday morning. Breezy conditions, low visibility at times across all of southern Wisconsin, with overall snow accumulations lowest in the green in southwestern Wisconsin. Moderate accumulations, moderate impacts that would include Madison, probably 3-4 inches, and then that 6-inch amount closer to the northern parts of Juneau, Adams, Marquette, and Green Lake counties as we go again Thursday night into Friday. 24 right now. We're actually quite nice out here in the patio. We have a little bit of sunshine right now. Not terribly windy yet, but that's going to change 24 hours from now. But an overall nice evening tonight. Temperatures in the 20s with cloudy skies. Coming up in Maine weather, we'll use Future Track to show you the movement of that snow into southern Wisconsin. And we will also be adding up here 24 hours from now out here on the patio with our yardstick with the snow accumulations. Back to you.
Just 2 days after the Abundant Life Christian School shooting in Madison, we're learning a 15-year-old in Janesville is in police custody after allegedly posting a bomb threat on social media. Tuesday night at 8:30, the Janesville police received an information from the state's intelligence center. The student reportedly posted a bomb threat on Snapchat. Shortly after midnight, they took him into custody. He's currently at the Youth Services Center pending charges for making terroristic threats. Police say that the threat was vague and referenced a home as the intended target. The investigation is ongoing, and police say there are no known threats to the community at this time.
As our community continues to digest what took place Monday at Abundant Life Christian School, there's a lot of information being published by news outlets like News 3 Now and others online.
But how do you know what's true? Our Kyle Pazorski joins us now with some tips to help you find out.
Yeah, good evening, guys. As we follow many school shootings take place across the country, we've also seen misinformation spread each time. This can be linked to more and more being shared these days on social media. And this can have negative effects when errors, rumors, as well as purposely wrong information is shared, bringing confusion people looking to learn what's happening in a time of crisis. Today I spoke with Dietram Shuffley about how to find good information. He is a communications professor at UW and focuses on how people get information on social media. Here's what he told me about how events like Mondays can get a hold of people's emotions, leading to spreading something that's not true.
Our research has shown that the more angry we are, the more dread we feel, the more anxious we are, the more likely we are to share information regardless if it's true or not. So it's just an instinct that comes out of our emotions, and that, you know, later on when we think about it, we probably regret, but by that time it's too late and the information has spread already.
He says there are a couple things to do and make sure you do. First is hard, but it is to take time to breathe, thinking through what you're consuming online before sharing it. His other advice is to avoid reading anything that contains a lot of hashtags on social media. He says if a post about an active incident has more hashtags than it does content, it's probably not worth reading and just trying to get your attention. As for us here at News 3 Now and Channel 3000, our newsroom had a decision-making process steeped in ensuring accuracy every step of the way, and you can read those decisions and more right now on channel3000.com.
Kyle, thank you. People across Dane County are coming together to support those impacted by that shooting.
Our Tanisha Shaw spoke to an entrepreneur that's using their business to help.
You are loved and seen, and we're here for you.
Community is important to Mallory Orr.
I love this community, and I love the students and the teachers at ALCS. A lot of them are regulars here. I see them sometimes daily, every other day, and I just have developed relationships with all of them, and I deeply love them. So this tragedy breaks my heart for them.
Orr is the owner of Mercy's Coffee on Madison's North Side. Once she heard about the shooting on Monday that killed 2 and injured several others at Abundant Life Christian School, she knew she had to do something.
So anyone with a valid ALCS student or staff ID can just come in, and anything from our coffee menu or not coffee menu, like tea, matcha, chai, those kinds of things are on us.
Outside of free coffee, those affected can also rent out this room, where they can decompress and reconnect with students and staff.
I decided to waive the fee for any members of the ALCS community that have been affected by the tragedy if they need a place to meet together to process through the trauma that they've just experienced, or to just have some time to be with friends and family, just to grieve together in a safe space that's kind of away from the chaos.
Reporting in Madison, Tanasia Shaw, News 3 Now.
Thank you, Tanasia. And we have a link to the fundraiser United Way Dane County has organized on behalf of the Abundant Life Christian School community up on our website right now. All of our coverage about the shooting can also be found there, and you can receive any updates we have about the victims, the investigation, and gun legislation directly to your phone with the free Channel 3000 mobile app.
The Wisconsin Department of Health Services says there is a presumptive human case of the bird flu in our state, the first ever in Wisconsin. It's in Barron County in the northwest part of the state. The infected person had exposure to an infected flock. The DHS was able to identify the case through testing at the Wisconsin State Lab of Hygiene. The CDC is doing more testing in order to confirm that this is, in fact, the bird flu.
This news comes as the U.S. has had its first severe case of the bird flu. The CDC says a patient in Louisiana has been hospitalized with the H5N1. The person was exposed to sick and dead birds in backyard flocks. The CDC says the immediate risk from the H5N1 bird flu remains low for people who have to have contact with infected or potentially infected animals. The CDC says you should wear the recommended personal protective equipment. And coming up on Live at 4, how a bill headed to the president's desk could affect some younger transgender individuals' access to health care.
Plus, how much time lawmakers have left to avoid a shutdown.
When it comes to winning internet, TDS is in a league of our own. Just like the Green Bay Packers, Wisconsin born and bred, we live, work, play, hire, and get involved in the communities we serve. Like delivering the green and gold standard of internet. 100% fiber internet that's as fast, powerful, and reliable as your other hometown favorite, the Packers. TDS, internet that's built Wisconsin strong.
The holidays are here, and so are the savings at Baraboo Furniture and Mattress. Don't miss our holiday sale with huge discounts on all quality name brand furniture, including Smith Brothers, Flex Steel, England, Spring Air Mattresses, Ashley, Amish Furniture, and much more. Over an acre of quality name brand furniture on display in our beautiful showroom and ready for delivery in time for the holidays. Free financing available. Hurry in today to the holiday sale at Baraboo Furniture and Mattress, where your satisfaction is our guarantee.
When your indoor comfort is on the line, go with the team from Modern Heating and Cooling. New owners Scott and Jason have combined experience of over 65 years in the HVAC trades, so they'll make sure you find the right system to fit your needs and budget. Offering the highest quality HVAC products from Carrier, turn to the experts at Modern Heating and Cooling. Call today to schedule one of their indoor comfort specialists.
COVID-19. I'm not waiting. If it's COVID, Paxlovid.
Paxlovid is an oral treatment for adults with mild to moderate COVID-19 and a high risk factor for it becoming severe. It does not prevent COVID-19.
My symptoms are mild now, but I'm not risking it. If it's COVID, Paxlovid.
Paxlovid must be taken within the first 5 days of symptoms and help stop the virus from multiplying in your body.
Taking Paxlovid with certain medicines can lead to serious or life-threatening side effects or affect how it or other medicines work, including hormonal birth control. It's critical to tell your doctor about all the medicines you take because certain tests or changes in their dosage may be needed. Tell your doctor if you have kidney or liver problems, HIV-1, or plan to become pregnant or breastfeed. Don't take Paxlovid if you're allergic to nirmatrelvir, ritonavir, or any of its ingredients. Serious side effects can include allergic reactions, some severe, like anaphylaxis, and liver problems. These are not all the possible side effects, so talk to your doctor.
If it's COVID, Paxlovid.
Ask your doctor today.
I've been a motorcyclist for a little over 20 years now. I always wanted to have a motorcycle my whole life, and dashing helps me support that hobby. I love the flexibility of dashing. I love the connections I make. Dashing lets me do what I want, when I want. I'm my own boss now. If dashers can maintain their freedom, flexibility, and independence, and have access to benefits, that would really be the best of both worlds. Portable benefits would help me cover medical costs, dental, vision. That would be fantastic.
Welcome back. The U.S. Supreme Court will hear a case on whether a law that could end up banning TikTok violated the First Amendment. The law would ban TikTok from U.S. app stores on January 19th if the app's Chinese parent company ByteDance doesn't sell it. TikTok's appeal to the court throws the justices into the high-profile fight between Congress and the platform's users and executives. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle have cited security concerns over China's control of the app. The High Court will hear the case on January 10th, just days before that ban would go into effect.
As President-elect Donald Trump prepares to take office for a second time, polling shows most Americans do not approve of his proposed tariffs. A Quinnipiac poll out today shows most voters oppose Trump's plan to impose tariffs on imports from Canada, Mexico, and China, 51 to 38. Republicans support the plan, 76 to 12, and Democrats and independents oppose it, 89, 7 and 53-34, respectively.
A bill banning gender-affirming care for trans kids of service members is on its way to President Joe Biden's desk. The Senate voted today to pass the National Defense Authorization Act, which includes that provision that Republicans pushed. Some Democrats supported the bill despite saying they opposed that provision because of other things in it, like pay raises for service members. Others chose not to vote at all. The White House has not yet said whether or not Biden will sign that bill.
President-elect Trump is demanding Republicans reject a bipartisan plan to keep the government open into the new year. The more than 1,500-page bill would keep government funding levels steady through mid-March. It includes billions in disaster aid, assistance for farmers, and health provisions aimed at the middlemen accused of driving up the price of prescription drugs. If it's not passed by Friday, federal funds will run out and the government will not be able to remain open.
And after the House's final day of votes this year, the Ethics Committee's report on misconduct allegations against former Congressman Matt Gaetz will be public. An investigation looked into multiple allegations against Gaetz, including that he engaged in sexual misconduct and took bribes. The committee secretly voted earlier this month to release the report after voting against doing so in November along party lines. At the time, Gaetz was President-elect Trump's pick to head the Department of Justice. He's since stepped aside, though. Gaetz denies all of the allegations.
Well, we are looking for our, main course into winter, Alex, and you've been tracking some stuff coming our way.
We certainly do have our main course coming to us, and we'll be in main course about 24 hours from now. In fact, if we can get Max 2 into the 3x3, that'd be great, because then I can show my graphics here for our upcoming weather, which starts off with alert day conditions that are expected across southern Wisconsin. That begins Thursday. It lasts all the way clear into Friday morning for upwards of 3 to 6 inches. And again, folks, production, if we can get Max 2, please, into the 3x3, that would be very helpful. Thank you. Highest amounts are going to be north and east of Madison. This, again, is pinpointed Thursday into early Friday with those higher amounts further to the north and towards the east. So let's say the Wisconsin River Valley to Madison to I-94 and areas towards the north. That's where we're going to be seeing between 3 and 6 inches. That 6-inch amount potential a little bit further to the north into central Wisconsin. Not saying southwest Wisconsin or areas near the Wisconsin-Illinois border are completely out of the woods here with the heavy snow, but let me explain here. Future track, widespread snow across all of southern Wisconsin by 10, 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Maybe some moderate to briefly heavy bands across parts of southern Wisconsin from, we'll say, Highway 151, I-94, and areas to the north. The reason why southwest Wisconsin may see a little bit less in the way of snow is the center of circulation, which I've been talking about for a couple of days, is absolutely critical for any snowstorms, especially Alberta Clippers. And that sneaks just along the Wisconsin-Illinois border. So maybe just enough dry air in our far southern and southwestern communities for a little bit less in the way of snow, although that snow continues through at least the early morning hours on Friday with breezy conditions as well. Again, 3 to 6 inches of snow. We'll say Lone Rock, Madison over towards Watertown areas to the north, Juneau, Adams, Marquette, Green Lake counties. You could be sneaking in that isolated 6-inch amount with a little bit less towards the south and towards the west. Overall impacts here for our commuting as we move into the noon to 6 p.m. time frame. That's when we're going to start to see that heavier snow move in. As we get a little bit further into the afternoon and evening, that heavy snow continues going into Thursday evening and into Friday before tapering off. So both the Thursday evening commute and the Friday evening commute will be impacted. Braden?
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you. All right, Brady, I need a vacation.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Do you need a vacation?
Oh, yes.
Because I need a vacation.
You deserve one.
I'm thinking Japan.
Okay.
What do we think?
Yeah,
I hear tourism in
packing
Japan.
my bags.
Right. I hear tourism in Japan is breaking records this year. The number of Americans visiting the country has surged as well, drawn in part by a depressed currency that has increased the value of the U.S. dollar.
And I'm talking with CBS News correspondent Wendy Gillette on the uptick from Tokyo.
Brady, government statistics show Americans ranked 4th in visitors to Japan in September. The latest month data is available. U.S. monthly visitation to Japan is up more than 20% compared to last year, even though the flight time is at least 12 hours. Lauren Shannon co-owns Arigato Travel, which leads tours throughout Japan, including itineraries highlighting its diverse cuisine.
Food tour is super important because it's the gateway into Japanese culture. You can see everything about Japanese history, customs, art, design, all in the cuisine.
It took Japan more than 2 years to reopen after the pandemic, much longer than most of the world. Now, Americans make up about half of Arigato's guests.
This year, we've been exceeding our projections by about 40%.
Tourism has exploded here in Japan this year. The government reports almost 18 million foreign visitors in the first half of 2024, breaking pre-pandemic records. With the end of the year in sight, the numbers keep climbing, showing over 30% growth compared to 2023. Bulgari Hotel Tokyo opened its doors last April as interest in seeing Japan surged. The property features a sprawling spa, skyscraper location affording expansive views from rooms and terraces, and plenty of touches befitting of the brand founded in Rome. Il Ristorante Nico Ramito serves Italian cuisine and was already awarded a Michelin star.
Japanese people, they love Italian food.
The peninsula, also in downtown Tokyo, offers views of the Imperial Palace Gardens, a Rolls-Royce fleet for transfers, and neighborhood experiences, including a local ramen favorite on the room service menu, and classes to create preserved flower boxes at a nearby shop.
More and more people see that there's great value on the experience because of the yen. Particularly if you're coming from the U.S. markets.
Americans are also increasingly visiting the city of Kyoto in western Japan. A boon for business at the Park Hyatt, one of the hotels where we stayed for a special rate.
For our hotel, North America is a very key market for us.
Guests enjoy stunning views from their perch above the city. More than 60 pieces of art, Japanese design, and a teppanyaki restaurant overlooking the famous Yasaka Pagoda. Visitors can explore the city from sipping sake to making Japanese candles, lighting the way to a new era in tourism for the country. Government statistics show the most common length of stay in Japan is 4 to 6 days. Brady?
Yeah, so how much has the value of the yen decreased?
Well, right now the dollar is worth about 150 yen. A few years ago, it was 100 yen to a dollar. So that's massive value for Americans. Some from the U.S. are taking trips to Japan just to shop because they're getting so much more for their money. Tourists also see a big difference in hotel and restaurant prices. And I certainly did as well, Brady.
I do have some Christmas shopping left to do, so maybe I can be quick about this.
Just a little quick 12-hour jaunt to Japan. Sure.
Thank you, Wendy.
Thank you.
Listen, I think I could do this.
I think so too.
I mean,
Christmas
it's expensive,
in Japan.
so.
Christmas shopping spree in Japan.
Yeah.
What more could you ask for?
Watch a bunch of movies on the flight.
This is. I feel a plan coming.
Okay. Well, you might not see us tomorrow because we're going to be going to
Japan.
We'll see what happens.
Catch you later.
Well, coming up on Live at 4, there are 7 days until Christmas.
Christmas in Japan. Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company joins Josh Sprider to show you how to keep your Christmas tree alive for one more week.
I thought with everything going on, we could all use a little smile break. So this one is on Gruber Law Offices. You're welcome.
When I think of Madison No Fear Dentistry and what that means to me, it really is about it not being scared, not being judged. I feel that they've got my best interests at heart. I think that coming to Madison No Fear Dentistry is more than just coming to a dental office. It's meeting really great people that care about you. Madison No Fear Dentistry has helped change my life, and I believe it can help change other people's lives as well.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with the Ford crew.
Maverick, Ranger.
Another truckload of trucks?
Big event needs a big selection. Right, like the Ford F-Series. Best-selling trucks for 47 years. Gas, hybrid, electric, and big selection means great deals. Exactly, which means it's the best time to buy.
Choose Flex Buy on F-150 and get 1.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus 1,000 Flex Buy and 1,000 holiday bonus cash. See your Wisconsin Ford dealer.
Hello, Wisconsin insurance brokers. Are you seeking outstanding dental coverage options? Momentum Insurance is your answer. A locally owned Madison company, we specialize in meeting Wisconsin residents' dental insurance needs. Our comprehensive coverages, competitive commissions, bonus programs, and online portals are what set us apart. Partner with us to elevate your group dental offerings. For details, visit our website at MomentumPlans.com. Momentum Insurance, your partner for outstanding dental coverage.
Maddie has heart failure, and it can't be cured. Our neighbor is using a Grace, so I asked Maddie's doctor about them. Turns out, they can help us. They're already managing Maddie's breathing trouble better. A Grace, authentic care and connection. Visit agrace.org to learn more.
This shouldn't take too long, should it?
I'll have the unit up and running in a jiffy. Oh, sorry, I have to go to the shop. Sorry, I don't have that part either. Sorry, I don't have that part either.
But you said it would be quick. A fully stocked truck can make a huge difference. Call Cardinal.
At Gruber Law Offices, you pay us nothing until we win your case. It costs you nothing up front to get the results and compensation you deserve. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Well, even if you're not going to Japan, it's okay. In the 608, we do have 1 week until Christmas Day, and it is crunch time for a lot of people.
Yeah, keeping real Christmas trees and plants alive can be a challenge, so Josh Sprider went right to our plant and garden expert.
We are at the Bruce Company with the one and only Lisa Briggs. Lisa, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Oh my gosh.
And good morning.
Yes, and good morning, all the things. We're in crunch time right now.
We are in crunch time. I have, let's see, I think I've bought like 3 presents so far.
I know. I'm a little behind the game this year, too, which is crazy because I'm Mr. Christmas.
Are you? I am Mrs. Christmas here, but a procrastinator when it comes to holiday gifts.
Because you're so busy here.
Exactly.
So we're talking about holiday plants because obviously there are so many to choose from, and we want to make them last a long time, even after the holidays.
Right, because you take your tree down, and you know, all that sparkle and glitter in your house suddenly seems a little drab. But you have these beautiful Christmas plants, these flowering plants that you got as gifts, or you bought for yourself, or maybe you gave some to your friends and family as gifts. But there are ways to make them last really long, all the way through the late winter into early spring.
Which is awesome. You can kind of keep that Christmas spirit going on for months in those depressing months of January, February.
January and February are brutal.
All right, so give us some advice here.
So let's start with the first one, the most common, the granddaddy, the poinsettia. They come in all kinds of colors now. You can get them glittered. You can get them dyed, so you can get purple ones or blue ones. But this is the classic red, and native to Mexico, so they like those kinds of conditions. So we're talking about a lot of sun, a lot of warmth and they want to be drier. And when you're putting it in a saucer or whatever, you do not want water to be sitting in the bottom. You need to let it dry out between waterings.
All right, what else do we got here?
So this is the holiday cactus. Now, a lot of people call these Christmas cactus, and there is a Christmas cactus. This happens to be a Thanksgiving cactus, and most of the ones that you're gonna find at garden centers and shops are gonna be Thanksgiving cactus. And the way you can tell is that a Thanksgiving cactus has these sharp lobes, like these little points, and a Christmas cactus will be more rounded or scalloped. The reason they sell Thanksgiving cactus is that they bloom longer and they come in more colors. The flowers come in more colors and they have the nice glossier foliage. So Thanksgiving cactus also like to be dried out. They're sort of a succulent, and they also like a lot of sun. But unlike poinsettias, they want it to be a little cooler. So if you have a cool window that's sunny and bright, this is the plant for you. The other thing is with these cactus is that their flower bud production is triggered by day length. So at the end of the summer, what you want to do is you want to put this plant in a room that isn't used at night. So as the days shorten, they get that light and dark, and that will trigger their flowering. So if you have one and it hasn't set flower buds, put it in an unused room, and that will maybe spur some flower bud production.
Oh, all right, so we got a couple other things here that we can talk about real quick.
Yeah, just some other minor things. This is cyclamen. It's the newer plant, likes a cooler, bright indirect light, so it's good if you don't have a really sunny, warm window. And then we've got, of course, there's some evergreens like holly. This is winterberry. This is a little cypress. And then this is a newer trend. This is amaryllis. They've become really popular in the last few years. And it's a forcing bulb.
That is cool.
Yeah.
So obviously great plant ideas, good gift ideas for
Excellent
folks.
gift ideas if you're like me and you've waited till the last minute to buy plants.
And they last a long time.
They do. It's gonna, every time the givee sees it, they're gonna think of you.
I love that. And how do we keep that Christmas tree going as long as we can? Because I know some people like it up in January.
Yeah, so the key is to water it. I hope that you all put a fresh cut on your tree before you put it in the water. We do sell a product here at the Garden Center called Forest Fresh. It was developed by UW, and it's an enzyme that sort of keeps the capillaries open. I personally like to use boiling water when I water my tree. I don't know if it does any good at all, but it makes me feel better.
I love it. Well, Lisa, thank you so much for the advice. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you, too.
We always appreciate it. Were you a real tree family?
No, no. The thing is the needle cleanup after, but I will say that they smell amazing.
Okay, yeah. Fake tree when I grew up, so.
Later on Live at 4, how the latest rate cut is affecting the stock market.
And how a proposal from Wisconsin's Assembly Speaker mimics one from the incoming Trump administration.
Take an EKG from anywhere, but with 6 times the data. Can your smartwatch do that? Introducing Cardia Mobile 6L, the FDA-cleared EKG that provides 6 times more heart data than any smartwatch. And it detects 3 of the most common arrhythmias in just 30 seconds, including atrial fibrillation, bradycardia, and tachycardia. Get Cardia Mobile 6L for just $99 this holiday season at cardia.com or Amazon.
Can you feel that holiday spirit? It's alive and well here at Eastwind Christmas Tree Farm in Marshall. Welcome into your monthly Midwest Money Minute with Mr. Matt Copeland. That's a lot of M's, and we are excited because cutting down the Christmas tree for our family, it's like one of the most joyful days of the year. And let's talk about finances and how finances and running a Christmas tree farm actually have a lot of similarities. So 2 main points we want to make, long-term investment and overall growth.
Yeah, long-term investing is much what they're doing here, right? They're planting seeds, which is an investment for them to put on sale for the public. And it can take as much as a decade or more for that to grow and be available and ready to be shared. Your investments are the same way. I mean, it doesn't happen overnight. So starting early, understanding that it's going to take a while to get there, having a plan to navigate that is really important.
Now, you come on this farm, and let's talk about diversifying. We all know it's so important to diversify where your money is coming from. There's not just one type of of tree in this lot, they're also diversifying.
Yep, I mean, not only are they doing that so that if there's a growing season that has an issue or people have particular family favorites, the same way with us, I mean, we're looking at diversifying what we own because the markets change all the time, and diversifying how we're taxed because those laws can change from time to time, and then overall protecting it, which they do here as well.
Absolutely. Well, what do you say? We're here. Let's get a saw and do this right.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Found a great tree here at East Wind Christmas Tree Farm.
And if you're looking for a great team of financial experts, Midwest Financial Group. I'm Emmy Fink, and
you're buzzed into Madison.
This isn't even that heavy.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Oh, they're having a nice day.
Oh, that looks, well, actually, it might be a little cold. I was about to be like, that looks great, and then I don't know if it does.
It's great for them. I see what you were trying to do, and then you remembered swimming weather comes later.
Then I remembered it's actually snowed this morning.
And we have an alert day clipper system for tomorrow, Alex.
Yeah, we absolutely sure do, and those birds may want to say tomorrow, maybe we better go a little bit further to the south, at least south of where the heavy snow is expected to pan out with this clipper-like system. Alert day conditions that we put out yesterday afternoon to highlight Thursday going into early Friday. We've upped the snow totals from 3+ to 3 to 6 inches plus, especially for areas north and east of Madison up towards Juneau, Marquette. Green Lake County is likely going to see the highest amounts from this clipper-like system. We have winter weather advisories for really the northern 2/3 of the viewing area, including Madison, Dells, Richland Center, Juneau, Watertown, up to Camp Douglas as well. Winter storm warnings to the north. There still will be snow over far southern Wisconsin as well. 1 to 3 inches south and west of Madison. Let's say 3 to 4 in Madison itself, and those higher amounts a little bit closer to central Wisconsin. Can't forget tonight, clouds will be building in, lows right around 20 degrees as that weather system gets a little closer. We got 23 right now in Madison, and we will be using our host of sky cams tomorrow to show you the wintry impacts with our clipper-like system coming in tomorrow going on into Friday. More on tracking that weather system and the impacts in a little bit.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Alex.
As we continue our coverage of the Abundant Life Christian School shooting, we're hearing from Madison leaders.
That includes Dane County's new executive, Melissa Agard, who was serving in her role for just more than a month when the shooting happened. News 3 Now spoke with Agard earlier about what unfolded on Monday and how it's affecting her in her new role.
It's, again, something that you never want to have to embark on. But I knew when I was running for this office that I was going to be having to take on really large topics. And I am terribly sorry for all of the people who have been impacted by this unimaginable instance that we are navigating our way through. But I am, again, very proud of the team that we have here in Dane County. I am so proud to lead them and to be a face of our community.
We'll have a deeper look from that interview later on News 3 Now.
And in other news, another round of rate cuts. The Federal Reserve has announced today it is cutting interest rates by a quarter point at their meeting. The central bank raised their forecast, predicting 2.5% inflation by the end of next year. The Fed is banking on higher than that anticipated inflation after President-elect Donald Trump is inaugurated. As for what's to come in the future, the Fed said officials are leaning toward holding interest rates steady.
And that news is impacting Wall Street today, with stocks sinking to their second worst loss of the year. The Dow dropping 1,123, NASDAQ 716, and the S&P 500 178. UW-Madison will not get its new engineering building. The State Building Commission is denying a motion to allow underspent funds to go toward that and other projects today. The commission has denied a motion to use $70 million of those dollars. In a statement from Senate Majority Leader Devin LeMahieu, he said the university is plagued by a lack of accountability and transparency, and that UW's unwillingness to answer questions has now imperiled the approval of the building. We've also heard from the Democratic Senator Kelda Royce, who whose district is impacted by this decision, and she's saying it's incredibly disappointing to see Republicans once again willing to damage Wisconsin's flagship university, our economy, and the opportunities for young people in our state because of their own political vendetta. It's petty, it's short-sighted, and it's really shameful.
But lawmakers are returning to the Capitol next year with priorities on the horizon.
And that includes an effort to make Wisconsin's government more efficient. Political reporter Will Keneally has that story.
Well, this is new into our newsroom within the last couple of hours here. Wisconsin Republicans want to set up a local committee that mirrors the work that Elon Musk will be doing in the Trump administration with the Department of Government Efficiency. Now, we learned this announcement this afternoon as we sat down for a one-on-one interview with the Assembly Speaker. Here's what he had to say.
We now know we have artificial intelligence, we have technology, and state government really hasn't kept up to speed. So I want to go around the state, say, how can we make it more efficient to not only reduce cost if we can, but more importantly, to deliver a better product. People shouldn't have to wait weeks to get a license. People should not have to, to go to a government building to get a certain transaction done.
Now, we added that part of the plan could include consolidating departments within the Universities of Wisconsin system across the system campuses, but he added that the committee will hear public input as they develop their proposals. This is part of a wide-ranging interview that we did with the Assembly Speaker, including how the state is looking to move forward after Monday's shooting here in Madison. We'll have more from that interview coming up tonight at 5 and 6.
Thank you, Will. The Brewers will remain in Wisconsin through 2050. The Southeast Wisconsin Professional Baseball Park District has voted to approve of a new lease agreement for the team at American Family Field. The current lease with the AmFam Field expires in 2030. To avoid potentially losing the MLB team after that, Governor Tony Evers proposed a new lease as part of his 2023-25 budget last February.
In a statement, the governor has said he's proud of the bipartisan work that went into keeping the team in our state. Not everybody's happy about the deal, though. In a statement, GOP Senator Dewey Strobel of Cedarburg said he voted against the lease because of his concerns about the unintended negative consequences for taxpayers and the state of Wisconsin in the future.
Well, coming up on Live at 4, an epidemic of loneliness.
What the numbers say about older Americans' social lives and how one group is tackling it when we come back.
What did you get?
A 94.
That's good. AAA Auto Insurance scored a 94 on member satisfaction.
What? AAA Auto Insurance?
Uh-huh. We can't shush the truth, people. We can't shush the truth.
AAA Auto Insurance. Expect something more.
Save big money on new home appliances at Menards. You need reliable appliances to help you conquer the day. And Menards is your one-stop shop for big savings on energy-efficient appliances. Check out top appliance brands including KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, Amana, and Criterion. Menards has the largest in-stock appliance selection, ready to take home today. Save big in this Maytag washer or dryer, on sale for $9.99.
More season's greetings to you all from Menards.
The holidays.
So happy together.
And holiday trips. And holiday toys. And holiday bonding. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
Find your red tag and use your red tag bonus cash to get $5,750 total cash allowance on this Silverado. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need, because they're a part of them, because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together. Quartz. Find your spark.
Get cozy in Door County with a stay at Open Hearth Lodge. Find relaxation in our King Whirlpool rooms, or enjoy time with your family in one of our dog-friendly suites. At Open Hearth Lodge, stay active with our exercise facility and start your day with a continental breakfast. Enjoy our indoor pool and hot tub and share stories around one of our outdoor fire pits. Open Hearth Lodge, a Door County getaway with all the comforts of home.
What did you get?
A 94.
That's good. AAA Auto Insurance scored a 94 on member satisfaction.
What? AAA Auto Insurance?
Uh-huh. You can't shush the truth, people. You can't shush the truth.
AAA Auto Insurance. Expect something more.
At 6, I have the very latest on alert day conditions expected Thursday going on into early Friday, along with the latest for winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings.
Then rumors are swirling after the recent school shooting. We cut through the noise to reveal fact versus fiction tonight at 6.
Start your evening with News 3 Now at 6. Moving forward, uncovering the stories and getting to the heart of events and issues that matter here. And when bad weather is on the way, we warn you first. News 3 Now at 6. Moving forward, weeknights.
Well, the Surgeon General says there's an epidemic of loneliness and isolation in the United States.
And that's especially true for older Americans and older women in particular. According to the American Association of Retired Persons, about a third of adults aged 50 to 80 in the U.S. feel socially isolated. 40% of women 60 and older report difficulty in finding new friends. Loneliness can lead people to picking up unhealthy habits.
It's been equated with smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Some have also asserted that being lonely can slice 15 years off your life. So that should be motivation enough to make friends as you grow older. It can lead to heart issues. It can lead to an increased risk of dementia.
To fight that, the AARP has launched a nationwide closed Facebook group called the Ethel Group. The page is for women who are experiencing loneliness to talk about the challenges of growing older. Since its launch, AARP has learned more women are looking to meet their peers in person. So the association launched the Ethel Gathering Group's initiative to give the women a chance to connect with each other face-to-face. Earlier, News 3 Now spoke with one woman about how she found the group and what it's meant to her.
I was divorced after 34 years of marriage and soon became a caregiver for my parents. So someone recommended the Ethel Circle to me as a way to kind of break into the Facebook group. I checked it out, I loved it, and then saw that local groups are getting together. And we went from 4 or 5 people to 35 people, and now I have something monthly that I look forward to. It's made a really big difference for me.
The Ethel Gathering groups are currently in 44 states, including Wisconsin. To find groups near you, you can go to aarp.com/Ethels.
And coming up on Live at 4, you know him from behind the wheel, but now he's doing something a little different. We'll check in with Harvey Briggs in just a moment. There's a hint for you.
Oakmont Senior Community in Verona for active seniors 55 plus is now offering 1/2 off rent for 2 months, plus a $500 credit towards moving expenses when you sign a lease in December. Call Demery today.
At 6, I have the very latest on alert day conditions expected Thursday going on into early Friday, along with the latest for winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings.
Then rumors are swirling after the recent school shooting. We cut through the noise to reveal fact versus fiction tonight at 6.
Start your evening with News 3 Now at 6. Moving forward, uncovering the stories and getting to the heart of events and issues that matter here. And when bad weather is on the way, we warn you first. News 3 Now at 6. Moving forward, weeknights.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
Don't miss a chance to win a new furnace from AirServe of Madison. Send us a photo of your old, ugly furnace for a chance to win a new, beautiful furnace in the Ugliest Furnace Photo Contest on channel3000.com. Brought to you by AirServe of Madison.
After careful review of medical guidance and research on pain relief, my recommendation is simple. Every home should have Salonpas. Powerful, yet non-addictive. Targeted and long-lasting. I recommend Salonpas. It's good medicine.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Gruber Law Office is absolutely superb. He's constantly in the community wherever you look.
People really love Gruber for that.
How could you not go with someone that's local to the Wisconsin area? Wisconsin would not be the same without Gruber Law Offices.
Serving Wisconsin for nearly 40 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Gruber Law Offices make our community a better place.
Dashing has been very helpful for me. Definitely brought me a significant amount of extra income and allowed me to comfortably pay my bills and live a lifestyle and get out and have some fun. Portable benefits would be great. It would allow me to afford health care, dental insurance, and vision insurance. That's great because, as you can see, I wear glasses. I will need to get more eye exams because I'm getting up there in age. I love the freedom and flexibility of Dashing, and portable benefits will give me an additional peace of mind.
Oakmont Senior Community in Verona for active seniors 55 plus is now offering 1/2 off rent for 2 months, plus a $500 credit towards moving expenses when you sign a lease in December. Call Demery today.
Welcome back. We are taking a live look at Sacramento, California.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice there. 51 degrees, I guess. It might feel nice. We could go there.
Yeah. Well, I kind of like the Japan
We're still
idea.
doing Japan? Okay.
If it were me, I would do Japan.
Okay.
But...
What would you do, Alex?
You don't want the snow tomorrow? We live in Wisconsin. Some might really like the snow, though, because remember last year we didn't have a lot of snow except for 2 snowstorms. So if you're a snow lover, you're going to enjoy this forecast here. Alert day conditions, though, and we do have impacts. We don't want to make light of that as we go into Thursday into early Friday. The highest totals are likely going to be north and east of Madison. Let's talk about our impacts, the timing here. Areas in yellow, that's a good portion of the viewing area. Lone Rock, Baraboo, Madison, you stand the chance of having moderate impacts tomorrow. North of that area up towards Juneau and Adams, Marquette and Green Lake counties, high impacts. The lower impacts over portions of southern Wisconsin. This again, Thursday through Friday impact. We're expecting breezy conditions, periods of snow, low visibilities with 2 to 6 inches of total accumulation. The 2-inch amounts south and west, the 6-inch amounts a little bit further to the north and to the east. We have winter weather advisories until 3 a.m. Friday, starting Thursday morning through 3 a.m. Friday in southwestern Wisconsin. The rest of southern Wisconsin, Madison and points north, that winter weather advisory stays in effect until 6 a.m. on Friday. Here comes the snow by 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. Periods of snow as we head towards 11, 12 o'clock during the lunch hour. The evening commute will be impacted significantly across much of southern Wisconsin with the center over portions of northeastern Iowa. I bring that up because that center is where a little bit of dry air could get pulled in, and that's why our amounts are expected to be less over far southwestern Wisconsin near the Wisconsin-Illinois border. Still some snow showers left over for the Friday morning commute, along with breezy conditions, so the impacts continue going on into Friday. 3 to 6 inches, Lone Rock, let's say Wisconsin, River Valley, I-94, and points towards the north. You go even further north towards Juneau, Adams, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. That 6-inch amount is likely where that will eye up, unless we see this storm track change, which I've brought up a couple of times over the past few days, that this clipper track is very, very critical to where the heavy amounts add up. Low temperatures tonight in the low 20s to low to mid 20s. A little bit warmer to the west where we have those clouds coming in out ahead of that weather system first. So we don't want to forget about tonight. We don't want to forget about planning our evening. Cloudy skies, temperatures staying in the 20s as we carry forth through the rest of this evening. So a nice evening, but then that's going to be replaced by adverse conditions as we go into alert day Thursday. Staying cold as we go Saturday, Sunday. Monday we start to warm up, and as we warm up, a little rain and snow shower activity is expected across southern Wisconsin. As we get into Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, temperatures climbing well into the 30s. That's above normal for this time of year, so we'll do a little bit of melting by then. But depending on how much snow we get tomorrow, I don't think all that snow is going to be gone for Christmas. So we may just very well, southern Wisconsin, most of southern Wisconsin, sneak in a white Christmas before the 40s come back later next week and some shower chances.
Bad odors, ghastly noises, and clogs at the worst possible time. These are just a few of the holiday horrors lurking within your garbage disposal. But you don't have to let an old system squash your holiday spirit. Give yourself the gift of the grind and save $50 when you upgrade with Cardinal. Put your old appliance on a permanent naughty list and get a highly efficient, ultra-quiet garbage disposal that can clean up even the most chaotic of holiday dinners. Don't let a clogged sink spoil your holiday spirit. Book online at cardinalservice.com.
Want a flatter, tighter tummy? Then check out new Ab EX from Sono Bello.
After my pregnancies, my body just never bounced back. I had this stomach overhang that made me self-conscious.
Emotionally, it was really sad. Feeling good up here, but you look down and you don't.
After having my babies, it went a different direction. From here, it went to here, and I just couldn't get rid of that.
Introducing Ab EX from Sono Bello. Remove fat and lose excess skin permanently in just one visit.
I got the tummy tuck results without the tummy tuck downtime.
And I finally got the flat stomach I wanted.
I'm able to get back in my size 8 jeans. I feel sexy, I feel confident.
It feels good to feel good and look good. The mommy belly is gone.
Schedule your free, no obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-888-557-5298 or go to sonobello.com.
I have no idea what I'm doing. My dad has Parkinson's and we need more support. That's why I connected with a Grace. Now I have a partner to help me understand what to expect. Choose more support and less stress with a Grace. Authentic care and connection.
At 6, I have the very latest on alert day conditions expected Thursday going on into early Friday, along with the latest for winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings.
Then rumors are swirling after the recent school shooting. We cut through the noise to reveal fact versus fiction tonight at 6.
Wake up every morning with Savannah Brito and her Plan Your Day forecast, designed to help you plan your day before you walk out the door. Plan your day with Savannah. Weekday mornings starting at 4:30, only on News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back. Well, with winter here, hundreds of dogs, from discarded hunting companions to abandoned puppies from breeders, are without homes in the cold.
And right now, a part rescue, part road trip is taking place across the country to give those dogs a better life. And among the volunteers, you know him, Harvey Briggs. He's from Behind the Wheel, and now he's doing something else. You're joining us on the road. So what are you up to, Harvey?
Hi, guys. Yeah, I am in Beaverton, Oregon right now. We've just finished an 1,800-mile road trip from Omaha, Nebraska to Oregon with 23 puppies who have been rescued from the area in the Midwest because there are too many dogs there and not enough here. So we've got people who've met us here. They're adopting their dogs. And my friend Nick Miles, who came up with this idea, is here with me. Nick?
Yeah, so I think I lost my microphone, but we're
Okay.
good. The dog is holding it for me. The whole idea was to save the dogs, you know, get them into the West so they could get into their forever homes. And every single one of these now will go into either a foster or into a forever home, making the journey really worthwhile. It's been an exciting journey over the whole.
Sharing the dog. Yeah, and we've got people here from Cascade Beagle Rescue, from Seattle Beagle Rescue. We dropped 2 dogs off in Salt Lake City, Utah, from the Utah Beagle Rescue, and it's just been a remarkable trip. One of our journalists even adopted a dog along the way, so it's been a lot of fun.
Failed to get it here and adopted it.
And how far are you going to end up traveling on this whole journey?
Well, this is the end point. We have come 1,800 miles over 4 days, and we've had 20 journalists with us, driving 6 vehicles from Kia, from Ford, from Subaru, Mercedes-Benz, and Hyundai, and Genesis. So it's been a really cooperative effort between the auto manufacturers and my media companion.
Very nice. And my audio cut out a little bit, so I didn't catch all of that. And I guess I want to know, your little friends there, do they have names? Who are they?
Yes, this is Bert, and this is our friend Ernie. They came along with me all the way. I've been taking care of them, and I got to tell you, it's going to be hard to let them go.
Maybe they can be part of your family now. Just come home with a couple of beagles. That could be fun.
Lisa, I'm not bringing a dog home.
Foster fails for you. Okay, so the name of the Operation Fredo, is that right? Tell us where that comes from.
Operation Frodo came about because Nick was looking for a new puppy, and all his dogs have Lord of the Rings inspired names. And he found Frodo online and then learned of the plight of these beagles in the Midwest. So Frodo became our mascot for the mission. And if anyone wants to contribute to the mission, they can go to animalrescuerigs.com and donate. Hit the donate now button and help us do this again next year.
You're going on a journey just like Frodo did.
Yeah.
Although no throwing rings in volcanoes at the end of this one.
A little tamer.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have to worry about sorrow.
Good.
Awesome. Did we say we had some video to show? Oh, okay.
I don't have it yet, but we certainly will have some later in the week if you want it.
Do you guys have any like fun stories? Are there any like really, fulfilling moments that you've had on this journey?
Well, yeah, I mean, there are many, and one of them happened actually along the way with one of our journalists. He really bonded with his charge, and so he decided he wanted to adopt him. The problem was he was already promised to a foster on the West Coast. So what we did was we found a replacement dog. And we surprised him by letting him know that the dog was going to be going home with him. And there were a lot of tears all around. It was great.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome to be able to find those, forever homes for the dogs, but also for the people that get to keep them.
Those beagles are ready to go.
Exactly. We have several people here who are picking up their dogs, and they're very excited to be here.
Absolutely. It's a blessing. All right. Well, thank you so much for being with us today, Harvey, and thank you for doing this big journey. We look forward to seeing more from it.
Great to see you. We'll see you next week, hopefully, behind the wheel of something fun.
Absolutely. Thanks so much. We'll be right back.
Bye-bye.
Welcome to Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for beautiful furniture, sofas, chairs, and recliners, sectionals, and fun accessories. Shop our Fitchburg showroom today.
The excellence of driving a Buick is matched by the excellence of the dealership experience when you own a Buick. Buick, exceptional by design.
Get a 2024 Buick Envista starting at $23,495. For attractive offers, visit these Buick dealers today.
COVID-19. I'm not waiting. If it's COVID, Paxlovid.
Paxlovid is an oral treatment for adults with mild to moderate COVID-19 and a high risk factor for it becoming severe. It does not prevent COVID-19.
My symptoms are mild now, but I'm not risking it. If it's COVID, Paxlovid.
Paxlovid must be taken within the first 5 days of symptoms and help stop the virus from multiplying in your body.
Taking Paxlovid with certain medicines can lead to serious or life-threatening side effects or affect how it or other medicines work, including hormonal birth control. It's critical to tell your doctor about all the medicines you take because certain tests or changes in their dosage may be needed. Tell your doctor if you have kidney or liver problems, HIV-1, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeed. Don't take Paxlovid if you're allergic to nirmatrelvir, ritonavir, or any of its ingredients. Serious side effects can include allergic reactions, some severe, like anaphylaxis, and liver problems. These are not all the possible side effects, so talk to your doctor.
If it's COVID, Paxlovid. Ask your doctor today.
I'm Eric Franke with this live Channel 3000.
Expect even more from Channel 3000 Plus.
One with this live Channel 3000.
Live updates from the News 3 Now team. Breaking news as it happens.
Good morning and happy Thursday. Temperature.
Weather every 10 minutes.
Meteorologist Alex Harrington with your news.
Free on your time. Download